Sun TV.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Mr. President, Secretary General, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, if the Nuremberg principles were applied, every post-World War II US president would be indictable. 1945 to 1953, Harry Truman used humanity's first and only case of nuclear bombs against Japan. 1953 to 1961, Dwight Eisenhower overthrew Iranian and Guatemalan conservative governments with military coups. 1961 to 1963, John F. Kennedy invaded South Vietnam, use of napalm and chemical weapons, Cuban Missile Crisis, which nearly led to nuclear war. 1963 to 1969, Lyndon B. Johnson killed 3 to 4 million people in China and invaded the Dominican Republic. 1969 to 1974, Richard Nixon, the Watergate scandal, bombing of Cambodia, legal slush funds and money laundering. 1974 to 1977, Gerald R. supported near-genocide of Indonesia in East Timor by supplying weapons. 1977 to 1981, Jimmy Carter supported near-genocide of Indonesia in East Timor by supplying weapons. 1981 to 1989, Ronald Reagan, condemned by International Court of Justice for unlawful use of force in war against Nicaragua. 1989 to 1993, George Bush, invasion of Panama and Iraq, then started sanctions, killing hundreds of thousands of Iraqis. 1993 to 2001, Bill Clinton, bombed a pharmaceutical plant in Sudan, killing tens of thousands of people. 2001 to 2009, George W. Bush lied about weapons of mass destruction to justify his invasion and occupation of Iraq, killing 158,000 people. 2009 to 2017, Barack Obama approved the use of 563 drone strikes that killed nearly 4,000 people, dropping 26,171 bombs, used double-tap drone strikes, which don't allow medical aid to reach first bomb site as per Article 8 of the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court. 2017 to 2021, Donald J. Trump assassinated Iranian general in Iraq, who was an army personnel killed in a third country, abused presidential privileges, facing criminal civil investigations after leaving the White House, pardoned various war crime perpetrators of the US Army which were found to be flagrant violators of the laws of war, aiding and abetting the genocidal campaign of terror being waged by the Saudis in Yemen. 2021 to present, Joseph Biden delivered cluster bombs to Ukraine, which 120 countries have signed the Convention on Cluster Munitions, which prohibits the use, production, transfer and stockpiling of the weapons which the US and Ukraine have not signed, waived a 2009 law which bans the export of US cluster munitions with bomblet failure rates higher than 1%, which applies to virtually all of the US military stockpile, and initiated disastrous pullout from Afghanistan, giving control back to Taliban it created in 1979.